Welcome to the Sound Healing Global Summit, a free online event featuring leading-edge sound healing practitioners revealing the curative and evolutionary powers of sound healing therapies to create vibrant health for you and your clients. Share this event with your friends and family, and come join us on Facebook at The Shift Network. And now your host, Alec W. Sims.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again here on the Shift Network Sound Healing Summit. Always appreciate having you with us. Our special guest this time is Maestro Satya Brat. Maestro Satya Brat is an internationally acclaimed sound healer and teacher who offers his teachings on clinical sound therapy with therapeutic-grade singing bowls and gong bells in the USA, Canada, Europe, Asia, and India. He is the founder and president of the Academy of Sound Healing, a nonprofit organization, and has touched and transformed the lives of people from all walks of life, seeking to learn and apply sound healing for self-care, healing, and transformation. Satya, welcome.
Thank you, Alec.
Pleasure to have you with us. Where are you calling from today? Where are you now?
I'm in Ahmedabad, India.
That's great. So we've been calling this the Sound Healing Global Summit in some places, so it's great to have India represented. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
So to get started, I guess I'll take our cue from the title that you chose for this presentation of Sound, the Ultimate Medicine for Mind, Body, and Spirit. So in your view, what makes sound such a powerful medicine on so many levels of our being?
Yes. So actually, we are not just a physical body. We have different level of existence that is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And you know, most of the diseases, ailments in modern world originates from mental and emotional level. That is our energy body. And to heal our energy body, we need energy medicine. And sound is a form of energy, one of the most powerful form of energy that can heal us at all the levels of our existence, like cellular, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And you know, actually, everything in this universe is vibrating at its own unique frequency. We human beings are also vibrating, and if we have diseases, actually we are out of tune. And the sound can bring us, can tune us, can heal us. And probably one of the most powerful energy that can be very effectively used to heal several kind of cellular, mental, emotional disorders, because it's energy medicine, it's very powerful energy.
Now, how did you discover the power of working with sound and bowls in particular?
So, you know, bowls produces the most sacred, healing, divine energy, because bowls are a kind of bell. And you know, bells is being used at places of worship in almost all cultures from thousands and thousands of years, like maybe temples, maybe church, maybe Buddhist monastery, because the vibration of the bells represent the sound of divinity. And that's why it was related with the divine power at the places of worship. So if we want to apply sound in our life, bells are the best form of sound healing instrument, because it produces very sacred healing vibration. And if we want to heal with sound, of course, the singing bowls are the best form of bells. So I have done lots of research with the bells and primarily with singing bowls. So we have worked on several kind of disorders, maybe physical, maybe emotional, different kind of critical disorders, and we have got very good result with that. In my personal life, working with my family, and even working professionally. And we have thousands of students who have been trained from our academy, and they have been working with great success in, everywhere in the world. They are working in hospitals, they are working in schools, and maybe just personal level, but very effective, very powerful results.
Now, over the years, I've heard a number of different claims, sometimes contradictory information as to where the singing bowls came from and even what they're made out of. Based on your researches, what do you know about where the singing bowls originated?
Yes, singing bowl, first of all, is a very scientific instrument. It doesn't belong to any particular, religion or culture. Like, yoga and meditation, these are completely scientific thing. Anybody can learn, can practice, and they can get benefit out of it. Similarly, singing bowls are scientific instruments. Yes, many people relate it with Buddhism, they relate it with Tibet, but actually, most of the cultures, most of the ancient science actually originated from the Vedic philosophy, ancient Indian philosophy. Like Buddhism was born in India, it spread to Tibet, it spread to China, it spread to different other countries. Those people still practicing Buddhism, but Buddhism actually was born in India. Now it's almost died in India. So we can't say if Buddhism is being practiced now in Tibet, or maybe in Thailand, or maybe in Sri Lanka, or maybe in Japan, it was born there. It was actually born, and so many kind of ancient cultures, actually they got to learn so many things from the ancient Vedic philosophy. So actually, this ancient sound healing science was also a part of Vedic philosophy, Vedic science. It gradually spread to different part of the world, as the Buddhism is spread to different Asian countries and other parts of the world. And those people is still practicing, because maybe in Tibet nobody went to make a war, because in India, it was very prosperous country. Different invaders, foreign invaders came to India, they attacked and they destroyed the culture. And we forgot the ancient Vedic philosophy and cultures we were practicing. So what I believe personally, it's all originated from the Vedic culture, is spread to different part of the world, and it's a completely scientific thing. We should not relate it with any particular culture or religion. We should take it as a science, and it works for everybody.
I love that perspective. Whatever we can do to make it the most universal for people, not limited to one culture. But as you know, it does have the profound roots in the Vedic, Ayurvedic tradition. And I saw one mini essay on your site. You're talking about one modality within the Ayurvedic tradition, and I'll probably pronounce this incorrectly, but it was Samvahan.
Yes,
would you like to say a little bit about that approach?
Yeah. Yes. So, in Vedic philosophy, in Ayurveda, this science was developed on the basis of frequency. There are several medicines being used in Vedas, and they all are based on the science of healing frequencies. Like, I want to share a few things. In Vedas, in Ayurveda, they have medicine made up of gold. They call it's made up of gold powder. There are medicine, those are made up of silver metal. And what they have mentioned, like gold, in terms of frequency, is related to sun. So, sun is hot in nature, and sunlight brings vitality within us. Similarly, the gold powder, if you take it as a medicine, It brings vitality within us, and it's very hot in nature. So people usually take it in winter season. Similarly, silver. So they have related silver with moon. So the medicine of silver, usually you take it in hot weather because it's very cold in nature, and moon is also cold in nature. Like in homeopathy, they have all the medicines based on the frequencies. So, sound medicine is also based on the frequencies. And that's what we apply with different kind of singing bowls with different frequencies, specific frequencies. And that is very effective to heal different kind of cellular disorders. Like maybe if you want to heal heart, if you want to heal kidney, if you want to heal liver, you can use singing bowls with very specific frequency that can very effectively heal different organs or different kind of diseases in our body.
And we'll come back to the physical level in a moment, but when you began, you were acknowledging that sound is a branch of energy medicine and how a lot of these diseases, a lot of disorders had their roots in, stress. So would you like to talk about any specific approaches, how sound can be used to relieve stress-related disorders?
Yes. Look, stress is one of the most common problem in modern world. Modern medical science mention that more than 80% of the diseases in modern world is stress, due to stress, or it's stress related disorders. Because of stress, we have insomnia, we have hypertension, we have depression, we have premature aging, we have a skin problem, Alzheimer, Parkinson, critical diseases. And in modern medical science, there is no cure for these diseases. If you have insomnia, your doctor can temporarily manage it. Okay, you take a medicine every day, one chemical pill, you take it every day, and you get a temporary relief. If you have hypertension, take one medicine every day, you get temporary relief. We cannot cure it. That's what modern medical science or doctors tells us. Now, how sound can help and heal us as far as stress or stress related disorders concerned. We have two parts of brain, right brain and left brain. Each part of the brain emits brain wave, continuous, 24 hours. And now we can measure that brain waves with the help of a machine called EEG machine. If we check the brain waves and if it is in beta state, that means between 13 to 30 hertz. That means we have too much thoughts going on. If it is like close to 30 hertz, it's a high level of stress. But if you go down like alpha state and your brainwave frequency is between 7 to 13 hertz, that means you are in a relaxed state. If you go further below, when your brain wave is between 4 to 7 hertz, that means you are in a very deep relaxed state. And if you go to 0 to 4 hertz, that is delta state. So we have 4 stages: beta, alpha, theta, delta. If we are going downwards, our brain wave is getting relaxed, our inner healing mechanism is becoming active. That's the science. If we have a high level of stress, means our brain wave is all the time is high level, like close to maybe 30 hertz or like that. So our inner healing mechanism is suppressed. And that's why we have so many diseases in modern times because of stress, because most of the time you are in a state of stress and your inner healing mechanism is suppressed. And that's creating so many kind of disorders. Now, we have to learn how we can relax ourselves. And sound is probably the best medicine to relax our brain waves. So we have a therapy, we call it brain wave relaxation therapy with singing bowls. And we can take anyone in a very deep, relaxed state within just 10 to 15 minutes with this therapy. It's so powerful. How it works? We have three kind of singing bowls with different frequencies: high, medium, low. So it's a frequency range between 75 hertz to 250 hertz. Now what we do, we place the three bowls around the head and we tap the singing bowls in a very rhythmic manner. So singing bowls, first of all, these are very rich vibrational quality, what singing bowls we use. That's why we call it therapeutic grade singing bowls, because it's 100% handmade and it's being produced by very skilled artisans in a scientific approach. So these bowls produces very rich vibrational quality, and then we have a specific frequency range. That's what I just mentioned. So when we tap the bowl like around the head in a rhythmic pattern, it gradually controls your brain waves, and we call this process brain wave entrainment. And gradually, within just 5 to 10 minutes, your brain waves are completely relaxed. It goes to theta and delta state. When you reach that state, that's called meditative state. And in modern world, they mention meditation is the best medication. Like scientifically, they have proved if you go to a meditative state, your brain releases one chemical called endorphin, that is a natural painkiller. But for many people, to practice meditation, to go to thoughtless state, just by practicing meditation is difficult, because in modern hectic lifestyle, it's very difficult for people to meditate, go to thoughtless state. But with the help of sound, you just lie down and sound takes you to that state in an effortless manner. And when you reach that state, your inner healing mechanism is super active, and it can heal any form of disorder, cellular, mental, emotional. It's very difficult to teach children meditation. Okay, you sit down, keep your mind quiet. It's very difficult for them. But we have worked on children in several schools. You just play the singing bowls with the proper approach, and within 15-20 minutes, they go to such a deep meditative state. It's difficult to believe how it works for people. We have worked in several schools, like teachers have so much stress, and within half an hour, they are all snoring. They are not aware actually where they are. So that's the magic of singing bowl, because in such an effortless manner, in just 10, 15, 20 minutes, it takes you to a very deep, relaxed meditative state. And meditation is the best medication, because during that state, your inner healing mechanism is fully active, and it heals you at all the levels of your existence, like cellular, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Meditation is the best medication. I'm going to start using that quote as well. Attributed to you, of course. Thank you. But the pure sounds of the bowls, they are magical sounds, as you noted. Just think of just taking one single bowl and tapping it, and it has that mesmerizing pulsing sound. What causes that pulsing sound, and does that play a role in the brainwave entrainment effect?
Yes, even with one bowl, because if it is a rich vibrational quality bowl, it does affect us, it does heal us. But if we apply with a set of bowl with high, medium, and low frequency, it makes it even more effective and powerful.
Very good. And in your school, you also teach a number of different approaches to working with bowls and layouts. But one category in particular, I think may be interesting to people, because a lot of sound healers like to work with chakra tuning and chakra work. Do you have a specific type of layout or array of bowls that you use for chakra work?
Yes, we have a very specific layout for each and every therapy, whatever we teach. And these are all, based on healing specific diseases. So like, as far as ancient healing science is concerned, Vedic philosophy, Vedic healing science is concerned, so they mention we have energy centers in our body. There are 7 major energy centers called chakras. And they mention these 7 chakras are very important aspect of our, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. If these chakras or energy centers are not balanced, it may lead to different kind of physiological and psychological malfunction. So, like we have heard about yoga, meditation, these are all ancient healing science, but unfortunately, people forgot, and now in last 100 to 100 years, this is again coming back to the modern world, and now lots of research is being done, and people have realized how yoga is such a powerful approach to healers. Meditation is such a powerful approach to healers. Similarly, sound healing and chakra balancing with sound healing is also a very powerful approach to heal us. Now you know all the major physiological and psychological functions in our body is being controlled by these energy centers in our body. What this ancient Vedic philosophy explains about it. I know modern science don't believe in this, but yes, ancient healing science have talked about this, and if we're working with sound, we have seen miraculous healing result working on the chakras. We have seen people with severe depression. We have seen people with, critical diseases like maybe cancer, maybe severe joint pain, and maybe, having ADHD, these kind of diseases in children. And we have seen miraculous healing working on the chakras with very specific singing bowls. So like here we have a very specific chakra set of singing bowls. These are metal singing bowls with very specific frequencies and very rich vibrational quality. So we use in musical octave, we use this chakra set is based on the 2nd octave. So like we have the root chakra bowl, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, and throat, third eye, and crown. So we use the 2nd octave, like root chakra is based on the frequency. If we see the perfect C, perfect D, perfect E, we choose the bowls with the perfect note. Like if we are going to take the C bowl, so it's not C sharp or C flat. We use the perfect C note bowl, and based on the 2nd musical octave. And the bowls are, from in sizes 7 inches to 15 inches in size. So these are big size bowls with rich vibrational quality, perfect musical note, and perfect, musical octave, 2nd octave. So when we are working with those specific frequencies on different chakras, we can heal different kind of psychological or physiological disorders. Like for example, suppose our root chakra is not balanced. So if our root chakra is not balanced, so we might have bone disorder, We might have some kind of disorders in our spine, because this chakra is associated with the spine, bone, feet, and leg, these kind of organs. Like our sacral chakra, and we have endocrine glands in our body. So root chakra is associated with adrenal glands. Sacral chakra is associated with gonads like testes and ovaries. Now we have solar plexus chakra associated with pancreas. We have heart chakra associated with thymus gland. We have throat chakra associated with thyroid gland. We have third eye chakra associated with pituitary gland, and we have crown chakra associated with pineal glands. And these glands actually controls all the major functions in our body. Nowadays, people have lots of issues, hormonal imbalance and these all things. And these glands are associated with different organs in the body. Like, for example, heart is associated with heart chakra, with lungs, heart, circulatory system. Our solar plexus chakra is associated with all the major digestive organs in the body. So if our solar plexus chakra is not balanced, we might have different kind of disorders in that area. And if we heal the solar plexus chakra, if we balance the solar plexus chakra, so it also heals and balances all the major endocrine glands and associated organs in the body. So we have very good result working on the chakras and healing associated glands and organs, even people suffering from critical disorders. Yes.
That's interesting, the pitches you mentioned, because in the West, in relatively recent years, that whole the C scale and Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, etc., system of chakra correspondences, that model has become very popular. And I was just curious if there were different pitches or frequencies derived from the Ayurvedic tradition, or you're finding that C scale harmony works very well for you.
Okay. What we have been doing is based on ancient Vedic healing science. And with our practice, we also see the result. So our therapy is result oriented. Like you are doing, like you are creating some modern medicine. So you don't know initially what chemicals you need, what composition you need. But you do research and you try and test, and ultimately you see, okay, this chemical and this composition is working for this disease. We are getting result. So you go with that. Similarly, in sound healing, we try with different vibrations, different frequencies, and then we see how it goes together. What brings the best result. And once we get the best result, we further work with that. And if we see, okay, we worked on 10 patient, 100 patient, and we are always getting the same result. So for us, this is scientific thing. Like if you are working with any particular frequencies, you try and test it once, twice, 10 times, 100 times. And if you see, like out of 10, 8 times you got the result, desired result. So that means it's scientific thing, it's working, and we work with that.
I think that's the highest approach, is observe the beneficial results and go with that rather than just following some theory. The sound will guide you. So.
Yes.
So now moving on from individual treatments, I know you've also traveled the world doing bowl and gong concerts. Would you like to say a little bit about those group experiences?
Yes, it's very powerful experience working for the groups. And that's what we are doing. We want to create, mass awareness about the healing potential of sound. And that's why in last 2-3 years, we have started organizing gong concerts with the gongs and singing bowls. Actually, we call it sound wellness concert. And in that sound wellness concert, we primarily use the gong bells and singing bowls. So we have done these concerts for a group of 1,000 people, 1,500 people in big auditoriums, and it's a mesmerizing experience for each and everyone. People come with lots of pain, lots of problem, or maybe they are completely unaware about meditation, sound healing. And after that 3 hours of experience, they mention it was out of world experience for them. They go such a deep meditative state. They feel like they were in the cosmos with because we are using 15 to 20 gongs, and they are the best quality gongs made by Paiste in Germany. So we are using all the planetary gongs, symphonic gongs, and we have highly skilled and trained students all over the world. So we invite the best students, and when 20, 25 people are playing gongs together in a same rhythm, it's out of world experience. Even if you listen one gong, it's such a powerful thing. But 20 people playing gongs together in a same rhythm, it's a extraordinary experience. And people, you don't need to teach them. You don't need to explain them science and everything. With that experience, they know what it is. Yes.
There you go. That sounds brilliant. And as you know, just being in the experience of the sound just takes you on the journey. You don't have to know facts and theories. Just open yourself to taking the ride with it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your trainings. I'm going to make sure that we do get into that. For people who are interested in your teachings and trainings and your courses, where's the best place to go and find out more information?
Okay. So actually now we have trainers all over world certified by our academy. So initially I used to travel everywhere, used to teach, but with so much people now willing to learn in different parts of the world. So we have now our very highly skilled trainers everywhere. So like if you want to take classes in New York, if you want to take classes in California, if you want to take classes in Canada, like maybe Montreal, Toronto, if you want to take classes in Taiwan, Hong Kong, if you want to take classes in Europe. So all the places we have our trainers. So they give, basic level 2 days level 1 training. So that is good for everybody. Anyone can join. Maybe they are students, homemakers, alternative therapists, they are yoga meditation practitioners. They can come, they can learn the power of sound healing, and everybody can get tremendous benefit with just that 2 days, 16 hours of training. Everybody can use it in their personal life. Even they can help people like family, friends, and if they want, they can even work professionally with that just 2 days, 16 hours, completely scientific training. We teach people how just with 10 minutes, 15 minutes therapy, they can heal several kind of physical, mental, and emotional disorders, and they can grow spiritually. But if you want to work as a professional, then we have 5 levels of training, 325 hours of training. So you can continually, you can continue your journey. You can even join the next levels of training. So whenever it's happening in your area, or you may join. So actually after level 1, trainings are not very frequent. So people are like, it's happening sometimes in India, sometimes in New York or California, major in these 3 places, or Taiwan. So people can come and join there.
And do you have online trainings going on now? And if so, what's the best website to find out more information?
Okay, yes. Nowadays, we do realize online training, is also, it has become necessary in current condition and scenario where people can't travel. It's the best to, actually learn this therapy in person because you experience it right there. There are group of people, you learn so much. But now what we realize that lots of people are, they cannot travel to other countries or even in their own country because of the current scenario. So we are going to start online classes. Recently we had one online class in New York by one of our trainer there, but very soon, probably from August onwards, we are going to have regular online classes, at least level 1. So anyone, whoever is interested, that they want to apply sound, such a powerful natural medicine for their maybe personal life, maybe to heal and help their family or friends, so they can take online level 1 classes. We are going to start it regularly August onwards, and we will post all the details by the end of July on our website iash.in and iash.us.
All right, thank you for that information. Because we do the best we can do. Online classes and resources are outstanding in these times when fewer
Yes,
people are traveling.
right.
But as you note, being in the direct experience of the sound of the bowl is so much more powerful because there's so many frequencies and subtleties going on. It doesn't really come across on most people's computer speakers, but we do the best we can do.
Right.
But on that theme, bowls are available in many places these days in all kinds of new age gift shops and whatnot. Any advice for people of
Yes,
what to listen to pick a bowl themselves?
that's a very important question because in sound healing, you need to have a proper instrument, right instrument that really works. Lots of people have no idea about it, how to choose the right quality of bowl or how to source out the right quality of bowl. Because if you are not aware of about sound healing, you have not experienced it, it's very difficult to understand which is the best quality, which is the right quality. The metal bowls, 100% handmade bowls made with right proportion of metals, made by skilled artisans, and then as a therapist, as an expert, you choose which frequency is good for which kind of diseases and how it works. Even the strikers being used is very important. What should be the right density of that woolen felt strikers? Most of the people is still using, wooden striker or leather wrapped striker that produces high pitched sound. But the best strikers are the 100% woolen, made of wool, woolen felt striker, and with a proper density. If it is very soft, you don't get right vibration from the bowls, and if it is too hard, you get very high pitched sound. So lots of people I see, they have no idea at all what kind of strikers you are using, what kind of bowls you buy. So it's very important to choose 100% handmade bowls with rich vibrational quality. Lots of people, since singing bowls are in very much demand worldwide, so many people, they are doing business of singing bowls. They are making bowls with the machine sheet, and then they are hammering it to show this is hand hammered bowls. So if you have no idea about singing bowls, if you go and see, You don't know it is 100% handmade or this is machine made, and then there is hammer marks. So after that, there are different grades of bowls. Like if you have 10-inch dia bowl, for example, you can get maybe 10 or maybe more varieties of sound quality of those bowls. Some bowls have, very good vibrational quality, like maybe out of 100, it is 100. Some bowls is 90 out of 100 quality wise. Some bowls is 80 out of 100. Some bowls is 70 out of 100. Some bowls is 50 out of 100. But for the new people, it's very difficult to understand. This is 50, this is 60 or 70, because for that you need to have so many bowls to listen, to understand, to analyze. So it's good to go the right source, that those people are really into the business of sound healing, right? If you are going just to a trader or seller who have no idea about the sound healing, they can sell you any bowl with lots of stories behind that. So one need to find the authentic source, or you have this ability to understand the vibrational quality and how it works. So I think that's the best way to go and buy the bowl. So you first maybe have the training, and then you have better understanding. Okay, which bowl is good for me? Without training, it's very difficult to get the right quality of bowl.
I would acknowledge that is true, but I think just to start, before people have a chance to get training, often just the sound of the bowl will guide you, and there may be some personal tastes that come into play. But as we noted before, that pulsing sound, I often just like to tap the bowl, listen for that pulse, and often good quality bowls will have like a slower, relaxing feeling pulse, and cheap bowls will have like a speedy, tinny pulse. Is that a good method to judge bowls?
Like if you don't know something exactly, even inferior quality bowls looks good to you. Like if you are going to buy gold, if you don't know 18 karat, 22 karat, 24 karat, even you pick a 16 karat gold and for you it looks okay, because you don't have idea about that. If you pick 18 karat gold, it looks okay. And many people are selling it 22 karat gold. These are 18 karat gold. They are selling it. Okay, it's 22 karat. So that happens. So for new people, even if you have inferior quality bowls, but for you, it looks good because maybe first time you are experiencing it. I know people who have been collecting bowls for 10 years. Then they come to the workshop, they experience everything, and they tell me, I can't use that bowls that I collected for 10 years. That's the truth, because you didn't get a chance to hear something that is very good quality. So whatever you experience the best for you, that is the best. But if you go to the next level, if you really experience something better than that, then you can compare, okay, now I got to experience something here and something is here. So that's how you understand the thing. If you get different quality and somebody tells you, okay, now you experience this bowl, this is 10 out of 10. Now you experience this bowl, this is 8 out of 10. And then you realize, oh, this is better. And if you have just that bowl that is 8 out of 10, so for your experience, this is the best one. And that's your truth.
Yeah, your truth. I was just talking in terms of the pure sound, and just tapping the bowl, listening to it. If it feels good to you, that's probably a good start. Yeah. But just noting, as you were saying, a lot of these bowls that are in gift stores, the prettiest ones are often, not the best quality sound. It's as kindly as possible. So leave it at that. But you do have a channel through your sites for how people can obtain high quality bowls. Is that true?
Yes. So actually in our workshops, most of the students who are coming, they are professional healthcare practitioners, they are healers, they are into deep meditation, yoga works, that those kind of people. So we have to make sure they get the very best quality of singing bowls, because when they are going to practice and they don't have right tool, they don't get good result. So we have to make sure that all the students, if they are willing to buy bowls from our academy, because we have very specific bowls as well, so they get the very best quality. So yes, of course, if somebody wants to buy, and we are offering bowls with 100% guarantee. You buy the bowls, you can test it for 1 month, and if you feel it's not good for you, 100% money is refundable. So that's the one thing. And even people, when they come to the workshop, they experience it personally, and then they realize, okay, I personally experienced, I worked with the bowls, because our workshop is 100% practical. Each and everything you get to a chance to practice it, to experience it and to practice it on someone. So when you see, okay, in the workshop, I learned maybe 10 therapies, 20 therapies, and all the therapies I was able to experience. And when I worked on someone, I got the result. So when they have that kind of experience, so they, of course, they want to, have those bowls, because they see practically the benefit or result. And we also make sure that you are 100% satisfied with that. So even if you buy it, within 1 month, if you see, okay, it's not working, you get your money back, just ship it back to us.
That is outstanding. That's a very generous policy, is giving people 30 days to really experience the bowl and live with it for a little bit, and develop a relationship with it perhaps, and see if it's going to be the tool they would like to keep. So that is a great way to do business. I love that. And information about that is also at the iash.us.
Yes, it's all mentioned on the website, iash.us and iash.in. So all the terms, condition, policies, shipping, everything is mentioned there.
And there's also a wealth of other information there in the various sections, because you talked about various benefits of sound healing in passing today. You have like a very extensive, detailed list of much more specific conditions and sound treatments. So encourage people to find their way over to Satya's website for more detailed information, as we are coming to the end of our time here today. So Satya, thank you for joining us. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much for spreading the power of sound everywhere in the world, and you're all doing a great job. I must say thanks for all your good efforts.
Thank you, and thank you for all you're doing in India and all around the world where you do your travels to, and we'll be resuming your travels too. We have to put up there that affirmation these times. Okay. So thank you once again. And
okay, thank you, and namaste.
Namaste. And as always, thank you everyone out there for listening. We always appreciate having you with us. Thank you, and come on back. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for joining us for the Sound Healing Global Summit, brought to you by the Shift Network. To learn more, visit soundhealingglobalsummit.com. To join our global community of people awakening to their divine humanity and taking inspired action, visit theshiftnetwork.com. Thank you again for gathering with us and for sharing this healing path with your friends and family.